Hey there, hello and welcome. It is Madeline here, and tonight I am talking about the coronavirus, okay? So it's all over the media. The urgency is seemingly high. So this encouraged me. I've been pretty calm about it thus far, and some of my clients are impacted significantly by it because it's impacting businesses. And so I took it upon myself to do a little bit of research today, and I want to share with you what I found in an effort to help mitigate any anxiety that there may be out there around the virus and the situation. And my research was actually prompted by the Surgeon General, who was on Good Morning America or something today. And I was struck by how calm he was, and that what he had to report wasn't very different from what we hear every season with the flu. Say hey if you're alive so I can see who it is. Otherwise I can't see who it is. So, I mean, he was pretty calm, and what he was instructing Americans to do was in line with typical flu precautions. So that prompted me to dig a little further, okay? And I went to the CDC, which I guess is right. So, and if you go to coronavirus.gov, that's a CDC website, and all the information that I'm going to talk about tonight is there, okay? So this outbreak is pretty indicative of how our minds run away with us, and how it's so easy to fuel anxiety if it's not checked, okay? And that's checked by us, all right? By us and by our conscious mind. So, but before I get into that, let me share with you what I found in my research today, again at the cdc.gov. So, and please stay with me for the statistics. I know my high performing achievers love the numbers. I love the numbers too, because they're black and white, right? So, and 1 + 1 = 2. So let me start by this, okay? So, and I also, I think I read this by a physician who wrote for the U.S. News and in the CDC's website, which is that the coronavirus is like a flu or like a cold, right? And that although there are many coronaviruses, only a handful of them are actually deadly, okay? And that, again, it's a flu. It's like a cold or a flu, which we all know about, right? Because the flu is a thing in this country and in most modern countries, I would imagine. And the only thing different between the flu and the coronavirus is that the coronavirus is sexy and the media is running with it, okay? So let me explain how I came to that bold statement. All right, let me share some stats with you. So to date, right, these are today's numbers according to the CDC. There are 113,000 people infected with the coronavirus globally, okay? Of that number, 850 of them are in the United States, compared to, listen up, 19 million people infected with the influenza, in the United States, okay? So 19 million people in the US have the flu, 850 have the coronavirus. And the flu is more contagious, as far as we know so far. The flu is more contagious than the coronavirus because the flu is contagious. You can pick up the flu from droplets in the air, okay? As well as close contact and touching surfaces, okay? So far, the coronavirus, for the cases that we know in the United States, have been contracted from people in close contact with each other and by touching, okay? We don't know that it is, or we don't think, and we don't know that it is contagious in the air, right? That you can contract it by the droplets in the air. Okay, so back to the stats. 4,000 people have died with the coronavirus in the world to date. Okay? 10,000 people have died with the flu in the United States this flu season. Just some perspective for you. Okay? So again, 113,000 people are infected with the coronavirus globally. In the United States alone, 19 million people, again, are infected with the flu, 180,000 of which were so sick they had to be hospitalized. Okay? So, in my opinion, this coronavirus thing is a media frenzy, all right? And they're just running with it because that's what they do, right? The media is, like if people are sucked in, they want you sucked in and glued to the TV so their ratings can go up. I'm not saying put your head in the sand. I'm saying avoid getting sucked in, okay? And that requires being conscious, expanding your awareness, deciding, not getting sucked in to the drama, okay? Which is what happens with anxiety, right? So the media is feeding our reptilian brain the fear fuel, right? So everyone's talking about it. It's all over the news. It's been headlines for a week or more, and the urgency is increasing as local communities, municipalities, and governments start to declare states of emergency, which is creating this false sense of urgency. Okay? Should we be cautious? Yes, absolutely. It's flu season, right? So what can you do to mitigate your catching a virus, right? The virus, whether it be common cold, the coronavirus, or the flu, which is the flu, in my opinion, based on what I read about today, and I've shared with you today, is the most dangerous of them all, okay? So what can you do to avoid contracting any or all of these illnesses here in flu season? Which is get good sleep, okay? Because getting good sleep, good natural sleep, boosts your immune system. If you are not getting good sleep, 8 hours of sleep for most of us, right? You're weakening your immune system, which is making you more susceptible to infection, to the coronavirus, the common cold, and the flu. They're all in the same category, in my opinion, based on what I learned today. Again, I'm not a medical professional, but I'm a pretty bright, intelligent, reasonable human being. And this media frenzy is having real ramifications on our economy and on our businesses, okay? I have clients whose businesses are really suffering because factories are closed down. Travel is being canceled and or delayed, and needlessly so, apparently, okay? So get good sleep. Let me go back to how you can keep yourself healthy during this flu season, okay? To include the coronavirus, which is a flu, okay? A flu, and so far, based on what we know, not as dangerous as our typical influenza, okay? So get good sleep so you can keep your immune system healthy, okay? And get good and sufficient amounts of sleep. Wash your hands frequently for about 15 to 20 minutes. Seconds, for about 15 to 20 seconds at a time with soap and water, okay? Soap and water is more effective than the hand sanitizers. Hand sanitizers are really good in a pinch, but not as effective as soap and water. So use soap and water for about 15 to 20 seconds, which is about how long it takes to sing happy birthday. I still sing happy birthday in your hand. And I just want to say that I was washing my hands like that frequently before it was sexy, okay? Before it was cool. So, and you do it too. I won't tell on you if this is new for you, okay? And then, so wash your hands frequently. Avoid touching the face, eyes, nose, and mouth, okay? And then touching others. So, and, avoid people who are sick. right? If you're sick, stay home, right? If you have a cold or the flu or the coronavirus, any of those, keep your ass home, right? Like, don't go to work, don't go to school, remote in, right? Technology is so fabulous that you don't have to go to work to get your work done. In most cases, or in a lot of cases, don't go to work and spread that shit around, okay? Oh, block the baby's ears if there are babies listening. Stay home, rest up, binge on The Messiah, my new favorite show, or something, right? So you can get better. And meditate. Okay, so why are you going to meditate? Lots of reasons, and I'm going to come back to anxiety, okay? All right, so meditation boosts your immune system. It's been scientifically proven to boost your immune system, okay? And more importantly, meditation expands our awareness, right? That's one of the primary purposes of meditation, is to expand our awareness, to bring our consciousness out, as opposed to our unconscious, which like just gets sucked in to the fear and the frenzy. I hope that makes sense, right? So if you're meditating on a regular basis, twice a day, every day, right, then you'll be able to, like me, think, they're making a lot of to-do about this virus, right? What's a virus? It's a cold, it's a flu. Is it really something to be all anxious about? And then you get sucked in to the story, and then the next thing you know, you're on a loop, right? You're on a loop, you're on a fear loop with this virus. Just take precautions, right? So, and I've got to say this because it's a thing now, right? Go grocery shopping and get some stuff in case stores close down. Don't be frantic about it. Don't be panicking about it. Just stock up. Make a BJ's run, Whole Foods run, wherever it is you shop, and stock up on some stuff, because people who should have cooler heads, in my opinion, are getting sucked in, okay? So back to the meditation. The meditation is going to help us to not get sucked in. Go to cdc.gov, go to coronavirus.gov, read about everything that I've just read about, that I've just shared with you. Look at the numbers. The flu is far more dangerous and prevalent in the United States anyway, so I would imagine that that's the case in other developed countries as well. And use good hygiene. Take care of yourself and meditate, because meditation is going to keep you from getting sucked into the frenzy, okay? This is having, when you get sucked into the fear, when you get sucked into anxiety, it has a real impact on your life. And anxiety is usually a perceived threat about something that's going to happen in the future that usually doesn't happen, okay? So when we're meditating on a regular basis and letting our negative emotions go, stuff that could keep us in that fear frenzy, then we're able to look at stuff objectively, calmly, and coolly, and make rational decisions for ourselves. I hope this helps. So I hope this serves you, and if you want help with your anxiety in general, you know how to find me. I'll put a link for a breakthrough call in the comments. But essentially, again, get good sleep. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water if you can. Avoid touching your eyes and face, nose and mouth, and other people. All right? And as always, right, the people who are at risk for the coronavirus are the people who are at risk for the flu. Hey, Benoit, good to see you, love. I think it's past your bedtime. Right, which are the elderly, because presumably their immune systems are weakened, not if they're meditating and exercising, right? Exercising regularly, and people who have chronic illnesses, okay, like heart conditions, diabetes, that sort of thing, okay? So they're more susceptible, and they're usually the people who end up in the hospital and dying from this sort of thing, okay? So, and meditate, because meditate's going to boost your immune system, and it's going to keep you from getting sucked into all the craziness, quite frankly, okay? So there you have it. Let me know what questions you have. I hope this serves you. It was fun for me to do this research, because I love that. And I hope it serves you. And I'm interested in any comments or questions that you may have. I'll give it a moment to let you type something in the chat. Okay. Yeah, be cool, people. Be cool, be calm, meditate, wash your hands. It's all good. All right? Wash your hands. I'd say don't kiss and hug, but I'm still kissing and hugging my people. Okay? And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. And until then, I'll see you in the gap. Namaste. Be blessed. Mwah.